Coming up in SVG-TV News and Sports at 7 p.m. OECS foreign ministers meet in SVG amid global uncertainty. TNT's bid for UN Security Council seat on track. King Charles and Queen Camilla head to Washington amid strained UK-US ties. And in sports, North Leeward Predators, Awesome FC secure weekend wins in SVGFF VSPL. These and other stories coming up in SVG-TV News and Sports at 7 p.m.
Good evening and welcome to SVGTV's News and Sports for Monday, April 27, 2026. I'm Triska Campbell with the details. The 9th meeting of the OECS Council of Ministers of Foreign Affairs was held today at the Holiday Inn at Diamond. OECS Director General Dr. Didicus Jules said the meeting comes at a time of growing global uncertainty, with small states facing increased pressure from shifting international dynamics. He stressed that a coordinated and strategic foreign policy is critical for navigating these challenges.
We see it in the tightening of immigration regimes, in the volatility of remittance flows, in the scrutiny of our economic instruments such as citizenship by investment programs, and in the retreat from multilateral cooperation that once provided a measure of balance in the system. At the same time, we are confronting structural vulnerabilities that have always existed, but are now being exposed more sharply. It is manifested in our dependence on external energy sources, our food import bill, our exposure to climate shocks, we heard what happened in Dominica just yesterday, and the fragility of our fiscal space. And layered onto this is the reality of regional instability, most starkly reflected in the situation in Haiti, whose humanitarian and security dimensions carry implications for all. These are not separate issues. They are interconnected expressions of a system in transition. And so the question before us is not how we respond to each issue in isolation, but how we position ourselves collectively in a world that is becoming more fragmented and more demanding.
Dr. Jules also highlighted the importance of regional cooperation, noting that OECS countries remain key trading partners within the Caribbean. He pointed out that member states import between US $400 million and $700 million in goods annually from Trinidad and Tobago based on aggregated national trade data. He said St. Vincent and the Grenadines alone imported approximately US $79.4 million in 2024, with Trinidad and Tobago consistently ranking as its top supplier of fuel, food products, and manufactured goods.
There is sometimes an instinctive hesitation when we speak of pooling sovereignty, as if it implies a loss. But in the context in which we now operate, the opposite is true. Individually, our sovereignty is constrained by scale, but collectively it is strengthened by coherence. When we act separately, we negotiate from positions of relative weakness. But when we act together, we create weight, and our economy is treated as a single market, carries even more empirical weight than we are aware of.
Meanwhile, Minister of Foreign Affairs Fitzgerald Bramble reaffirmed St. Vincent and the Grenadines' commitment to its role as chair of the Council, pledging continued leadership and collaboration among member states.
We welcome the confidence placed in us by our sister states, and we remain committed to ensuring that this tenure produces decisions that are durable, strategic, and worthy of the trust of our peoples place in regional cooperation. We are equally committed to ensuring that this council continues to evolve, not merely as a forum for coordination, but as a vehicle for sovereignty, justice, and standard setting within our region.
Former SVG New York Consul General Rodney McIntosh is refuting claims by Minister of Foreign Affairs Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble that the computer at the Consulate General was completely wiped. The issue stems from recent comments made by Minister Bramble, who indicated that the computer at the Consulate General had been wiped, raising concerns about the handling of official records during the transition of diplomatic staff. In a statement posted on Facebook and in an accompanying press release, McIntosh said the transition was conducted under the supervision of the ambassador to the United States and went smoothly, adding that the minister's statement is false.
The minister alleged that I wiped the consulate's computer system is completely false. Full stop. On Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026, the final day I was physically present at the consulate, every member of staff was at work at their desk on that day. They were all working on their computers. Her Excellency, our ambassador to the United States, she was present with us for the entire in-person handover. She observed the staff at their workstation. She observed me personally assisting the incoming Consul General, Mr. Roland Matthews, on the Consul General's computer. Everything was functioning, nothing was wiped.
McIntosh, however, admitted that he deleted his personal information from the computer.
What I did do, as a reasonable person would upon leaving a position, was remove my personal files from the computer I used. I cleaned up email clutter from the email address passed on to the new Consul General. Personal correspondence, private documents, family matters, items that were mine and mine alone. That is not wiping a computer. That is basic and entirely proper conduct. I would also note for the record that my official consular email account, rmcintosh@svgconsulatenewyork.org, was active on the last day I went to the consulate, but was disabled or deleted by someone thereafter, not by me.
The former Consul General noted that although his tenure ended on February 28th, he fully cooperated with the transition process and was present for the March 3rd handover to the current Consul General, Patel Matthews. He added that the office operates primarily on a paper-based system and that all relevant information was shared with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He also stated that he was never contacted for clarification on the matter and called on the Minister Bramble to correct his statements.
I will not allow these false and irresponsible statements to go unchallenged. I am reserved all rights, and I reserve all rights available to me to protect my reputation and to seek appropriate redress. While the minister's statements to the Parliament are protected by privilege, his reiteration of those statements on radio, they are not. I call on the minister to correct the records publicly in the same forums where the damage was done. The truth is not complicated. It is documented, and the truth will stand.
An ambitious plan to strengthen and modernize the water sector is on the horizon, with approximately $50 million earmarked for a major climate-focused initiative. According to Executive Director of the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, Colin Young, speaking at an opening ceremony of a recent Climate Adaptation Action Workshop at a Beachcombers Hotel. Young revealed that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, through its climate resilient efforts, has submitted a proposal to the Green Climate Fund. The initiative is expected to focus heavily on transforming water systems, particularly in the Grenadines, where water access and sustainability remain key concerns.
We are currently working with the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to finalize and submit to the Green Climate Fund a project entitled SVG Clear, with an indicative budget of over $50 million US, 40 million of which is expected to be in grants. SVG Clear will transform St. Vincent's water sector, particularly in the Grenadines, the most water-scarce islands in St. Vincent. Activities include, inter alia, the construction of 4 desal plants, 3 water treatment facilities, and improved community storage infrastructure, and many other activities, all aimed at building the resilience of this critical sector to the effects of climate change.
Young further noted that Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday has outlined clear economic priorities for the country, structured around key development pillars. He added that the National Adaptation Plan is designed to support each of these pillars, recognizing that they all are sensitive to climate-related risk.
Sustainable agriculture, for example, depends on predictable rainfall patterns, adequate soil health, breaks from hurricanes, and of course low levels of pests and diseases. Tourism depends on reef integrity and coastal stability, and reduced loss and damage of critical infrastructure like water, electricity, and accommodations, all of which can suffer catastrophic damage from the passage of one major hurricane. The blue economy depends on fisheries that are already under pressure from warming seas and changing ocean currents. The new economy, built on innovation and enterprise and entrepreneurship, cannot be constructed on a foundation that climate change is actively undermining and destroying. The National Adaptation Plan you have revised and the sectoral adaptation plans reflect these priorities. Over the next 3 days, this workshop will do critical work, review these plans for tourism and for coastal and marine systems.
The proposed initiative represents a significant step toward addressing water challenges while aligning with the broader national and regional climate adaptation goals. Women entrepreneurs in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are now better prepared to improve their businesses and become export ready. This follows the launch of the Gathering Resilience and Inclusive Trade GRIT project today at Beachcombers. The project, funded by Global Affairs Canada, is designed to strengthen productivity and competitiveness. It is being facilitated by Export Caribbean and implemented locally by Invest SVG. Chief Executive Officer of Invest SVG, Anna Young, said the initiative will go beyond a talk shop, ensuring that women receive the much-needed support to grow their businesses.
This gap between demand and supply is one of the most critical constraints we face. If we are serious about trade, we must fix this. That means investing in incubators and accelerators that build capacity, strengthen production systems, and support quality assurance. And it means ensuring access to the kind of financing that allows businesses not just to start, but to scale. We must also commit to becoming more results-driven. Meetings, consultations, and discussions are important, but they are not outcomes. What matters is what we deliver: businesses scaled, markets accessed, jobs created, and exports increased.
The GRIT project is being implemented in 6 countries, with St. Vincent and the Grenadines being the final launch. Head of Technical Programs at Exports Development Caribbean, Wayne Elliott, said the programs are significantly designed for Vincentian women.
The way that GRIT is designed in such a way that it allows us to work directly hand-holding and guiding entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs across the 6 countries towards their chosen outcome within the auspices of the program. What it allows us to do is come into country, get into place, get into position to work with women entrepreneurs that might have been left by traditional development type projects or traditional type projects, right? What we wanted to do is really localize the implementation of the GRIT program. So in every single country, what we want to do is we want to tailor it in such a way that it is beneficial to the women entrepreneurs of that particular country. Because we're not all alike, we're not all the same, and we don't all face the exact same challenges. There are uniqueness, are unique characteristics, and unique challenges faced across the different Caribbean countries.
Meanwhile, Minister of Family, Gender Affairs and Persons with Disabilities, Lavin Gibson-Felix, said the initiative is timely and important.
As another 4-year partnership with Global Affairs Canada, it offers an important opportunity to build on the gains already achieved, ensure continuity of support, and deepen the national commitment to creating an inclusive economy where women entrepreneurs are able to recover and to grow. The GRIT project is strategically aligned with our national economic and social development priorities, supporting the country's vision for inclusive, resilient, and sustainable growth. Anchored in the principles of equity and opportunity, this project will directly advance national efforts to reduce poverty, enhance livelihoods, and improve overall quality of life.
The GRIT project is a 4-year regional initiative targeting at least 800 women, including participants in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It will include a week of practical expert-led training sessions. SVG to host global streaming sensation iShowSpeed tomorrow. This and other stories coming up when I return with more local news. Stay with us.
Welcome to C-Star.
Welcome to the upgraded C-Star Limited,
where we offer to almost all your household items.
They've expanded their range to sofas, dining and patio sets, beds and mattresses, wardrobes, kitchen cabinets, office furniture. That's just a few from the luxurious collection. Not forgetting their signature quality windows, doors, rails, and bathroom enclosures. Journey on up to C-Star, where their friendly sales clerk is happy to assist. C-Star Limited, where quality meets style.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of. One that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones. And that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We are constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction, and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
Bowman's Pharmacy, why choose us? We have all the prescriptions and over-the-counter medications, personal care products, lowest price guaranteed. Located conveniently next to the Bank of SVG on Grenville Street. Opening hours Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Email us bowmanspharmacy@yahoo.com. Call us today at 456-2235 or 593-3918. Bowman's Pharmacy, easy to find and ready to serve you.
Singer is a family store. We sell everything you need for your kitchen and more. Top brands and appliances.
TVs, fridges, cookers.
We make your life so easy.
Just come in and see us. A wide range of furniture.
Right here at Singer.
Affordable beds and mattresses.
Right here at Singer. Washing machines to make your laundry clean and fresh. Singer is a family store
that gives you the best hire purchase deals.
Right here at Singer.
We'll outfit your home.
Right here at Singer. The #1 family store.
It's us with Singer.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$296,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for Tuesday, April 28th. It's $296,000.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Welcome back to the evening news. St. Vincent and the Grenadines will tomorrow host popular digital content creator and streamer Darren Watkins Jr., widely known by his online handle iShowSpeed. The Ministry of Tourism says the visit represents a major opportunity to promote the country to a global audience through live streaming, showcasing its culture, people, and natural beauty. Officials say the initiative is part of efforts to modernize tourism marketing through real-time digital engagement. Minister of Tourism Kishore Shalo says the visit also creates opportunities for local creatives, while the Minister of Youth Kashaka Cupid is encouraging citizens to support and welcome the initiative. The ministry expects the visit to bring long-term benefits to the tourism sector and a wider economy. As Vaccination Week is being observed, President of the SVG Nurses Association, Shelley-Ann Alexander Ross, is calling on citizens to recognize the critical importance of immunization in safeguarding public health. She stressed that widespread participation is essential, particularly for small nations like St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where the health of the population directly impacts national growth and development. Ross further noted that maintaining high vaccination coverage helps to prevent the spread of infectious diseases, reducing the burden on the healthcare system and protecting vulnerable groups such as children and the elderly.
Because of that significance, because of what it does, because of what vaccine does, and not having it around the potential of persons getting severely ill and burden on the economy and the country, we as a small country cannot afford not to have vaccines on board. So we are happy to be part of that initiative. We will continue to be part of that initiative because of the effect that it has on public health generally in St. Vincent and, of course, across the globe.
Addressing concerns among some members of the public, Alexander Ross acknowledged that vaccine hesitancy often stems from fears about introducing substances into the body. However, she reassured that vaccines are designed to protect individuals and communities significantly, lowering the risk of serious illness and outbreaks.
Not to take all the talk. But I think that is a general consensus across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where childhood vaccines are concerned and the importance of these persons. We really want persons to be fully immunized, what we call it, fully immunized by age 1. The other vaccines that you receive after that is really boosters to what you would have gotten before. So it's important that parents understand. My colleague here mentioned the schedule. It's important that you keep the schedule so that by the age 1 and whenever the child 18 months and so forth, which we will talk about later, the child would have received all the prerequisite or the number of vaccines for that age group. It's prevention. This needs to happen so that we can, at the end of the day, protect our population.
Alexander Ross encouraged citizens to seek accurate information from trusted healthcare professionals and to participate fully in vaccination programs, emphasizing that collective action remains key to a healthier nation. Trinidad and Tobago bids for UN Security Council seat on track. This from the region. When we return, stay with us.
The Ever Ready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Ever-Ready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Ever-Ready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494, Ever-Ready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
World-famous astrologer and psychic reader, he is having vast knowledge of palm reading, spiritual healing and psychic reading. He will also solve problems like negative energy removal, bad luck removal, get your love back. He's also the specialist of health problems, business problems, love, marriage. Bring your personal and professional life back on the right track. For any issue in your life, Energy has the right astrology remedy. Call now.
Courts is giving you the chance to experience the Caribbean's premier music and arts event, the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. Every Courts purchase of $2,999 or more from now to April 23rd gives you a chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip for two to enjoy the music, the flair, and to create unforgettable memories for you and your guests. Don't miss this opportunity. Shop today only at Courts, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Quality products, quality care, low prices, great customer service, all at QCare Pharmacy. QCare leads the way, providing all your pharmaceutical needs, a variety of personal care products, and so much more. Located on Halifax Street. Telephone number 451-2690. QCare Pharmacy, where the Q stands for quality.
I may not like you.
You may not agree with me.
We may not believe the same things.
But that does not mean I have to hate
or discriminate.
Spread love, not hate.
A message from Equal Rights, Access and Opportunities, SVG Inc.
On Tuesday, April 28th, you can help realize your dreams with a lotto jackpot of $65,000. Your dream vacation, a university degree, that new ride, your new house can all suddenly be within your reach. What a little lotto can do. It's a lotto jackpot of $65,000 this Tuesday, April 28th. You have to be in it to win it.
Welcome back. In news now on the regional scene. Trinidad and Tobago is running unopposed for the Latin America and Caribbean Group's single seats on the United Nations Security Council for the upcoming 2-year term. Countries must still secure a 2/3 majority vote from the General Assembly to be elected to the non-permanent seats on the United Nations Security Council. Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Sean Sobers indicated that Trinidad and Tobago is committed to securing the votes needed to win the seats. There's more in this report.
We focus in terms of what we want to bring to the United Nations Security Council because it is one of the most powerful organs of the United Nations. So sitting there as a non-permanent 5-member, apart from being just part of the room and part of the conversation, you actually have the ability to chair the UNSC at least 2 times within your term.
For the 2027 term, the allocated regional seats are for the Asia-Pacific Group, the African Group, and the Latin American Caribbean Group, 1 seat each, and 2 seats for the Western Europe and Others Group.
Apart from the support that we have from GRULAC, which is the Latin America and Caribbean, and the support from CARICOM, we've been going out to touch other partners around the world to ensure that we get their support. And they've been interested in finding out, well, what do you intend to do if you become a non-permanent 5-member? We focus on a mandate that the Prime Minister has given us, which is to focus on what affects Trinidad and Tobago first, and the wider Caribbean, and the rest of the world.
Minister Sobers shared the issues which this country will champion during its term.
That being issues related to women, peace and security, the movement of small arms, which is a huge problem that we have in the Southern Caribbean, and also, which is one of the most important ones that has been raised and has been accepted by every single person we've spoken to, is the positive and the negative usage of artificial intelligence.
The 2026 UN Security Council election is scheduled to take place on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. Terry-Ann Brown-Campbell, TTT News.
That's the news from the region. The international news feed is coming up next. Stay with us.
Yes, the sun it hot like fire, but I still have to go try and get you when me have to do today. Me friend them on the economy, I link them up, we gonna ride up, so go look around me say. I ride cool set, I play cool set, I stay cool set, I drink cool set. Me friend them Billis rid them with I cool them drink it in them with I cool for life. I cool for life. I cool for life. I cool for life.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$296,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for Tuesday, April 28th. It's $296,000.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Tourism has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from visitors to our country help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Yeah. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionssvg.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
In news on the international scene, Britain's King Charles and Queen Camilla will be in the United States this week on a state visit aimed at repairing strained UK-US relations. The trip comes as tensions rise over Britain's refusal to allow American jets to fly offensive missions against Iran from British bases. U.S. President Donald Trump has criticized UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer over the decision. As we hear in this report, the British government is hoping royal diplomacy and carefully managed events, including a meeting in the Oval Office with no video cameras, can help smooth over the rift despite Trump's unpredictability.
The royal residents of Buckingham Palace have long been tasked with forging diplomatic links and projecting Britain's soft power abroad. And it's no different for King Charles and Queen Camilla, who will be meeting President Donald Trump in the US. Now, they've been asked to do so by the British government, but their state visit comes at a particularly tricky time for UK-US relations.
Trump has made no secret of his anger that Britain didn't join the initial US-Israeli strikes on Iran, and he launched personal attacks on UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer for refusing to let US jets fly offensive missions from British bases.
It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours. So we are very surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
But can a sprinkling of royal stardust smooth things over?
Do you think King Charles could help put the relations back on track between UK and US?
He can try. He told him to go to the Abbey before he goes and pray.
I doubt it. Unfortunately, I think President Trump is his own person, and I don't think he really plays by those rules.
Well, I just think Prince Charles will help relations because they can't get any worse, and I think he's a very good diplomat, and I think it's something we need. We need to improve the relationship with America.
It was this man, Britain's wartime Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who first coined the term special relationship to emphasize the close alliance between the UK and the US. And that is exactly what King Charles will be trying to foster on his trip. But even though these kinds of visits are highly choreographed, Donald Trump is unpredictable and he doesn't always stick to protocol.
But when King Charles enters the Oval Office, photographers will not be allowed to take video, limiting the risk of embarrassing moments. The pitfalls extend beyond just Trump, with the King's brother, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, appearing in the files related to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The former prince denies any wrongdoing. But it's the pomp and pageantry, like during Trump's second state visit to the UK here, that Keir Starmer hopes will eclipse any uncomfortable moments, and that some of Trump's respect for the royals will extend to the British government too. Milena Veselinovic, Al Jazeera, London.
That's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
The weather report sponsored by General Hardware.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
And now for a look at the local weather forecast. Present conditions cloudy and slightly hazy. Winds northeast at 18 kilometers per hour. Temperature 26.6 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 80%. Barometric pressure 1014.3 millibars. 24-hour rainfall 6.2 millimeters. Today's maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature 22 degrees Celsius. Sunset today at 6:19 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 5:45 a.m. Forecast: occasionally cloudy and breezy with scattered showers, becoming fair to partly cloudy. Synopsis: weak unstable conditions linger across the islands.
The weather report was sponsored by General Hardware.
World-famous astrologer and psychic reader, he is having vast knowledge of palm reading, spiritual healing, and psychic reading. He will also solve problems like negative energy removal, bad luck removal, get your love back. He's also the specialist of health problems, business problems, love, marriage. Bring your personal and professional life back on the right track. For any issue in your life, Energy has the right astrology remedy. Call now.
Good evening and welcome to the evening sports. We hear that Notleywood Predators had a 4-0 victory over Beckwith United in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation Vincy Soccer Premier League at the Brighton Technical Centre last night. Awesome FC secured a 3-2 win over Avenues United, and in the final game, Hope International and Caledonian Chelsea played to a goalless draw. Last Friday, Gibels FC had a 2-1 win over Leo FC, and the unstoppable System FC torched Besco Pastures 3-1 in the other match. The championships will continue on Thursday with another 3 matches at the Brighton Technical Centre. In netball, Country Meets Town Maple outplayed Police Welfare Association Rising Stars Team 2, beating them 24-1 in the Vitamalt Youth Development Division of the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Netball Championships at the Kingstown Netball Centre at New Montrose on Saturday. In another match, Sion Hill Team 2 defeated the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force 34-19 in a Division 3 encounter. And finally, in football, Transport and Works beat AIA 3-0 on Sunday to win the Comsport Business House's 7-a-side football title at the Comsport's facility at Arnisvale. Roberto James, Cole DeBeek, and Cleus Cadogan netted a goal of each for Transport and Works. Lanes United won by default over Customs to claim the 3rd place. Deshaun Kidd of AIA was the top goal scorer in the tournament, and Roberto James of Transport and Works was the MVP of the final. 4th place Curtin's Legends beat 3rd place Peters Hope Police by 17 runs in the eliminator of the Baga 2020 Cricket Championship at the Curtin's playing field on Sunday. The scores: Curtin's Legends 133 of 20 overs, Akil Mason 69 and Malik Brown 3 for 10. Peters Hope Police had 116 for 9 of their 20 overs. Desron Maloney is top scored with 73, while Lawson Mason bagged 3 for 10. Curtin's Legends now await the winners of the playoffs encounter between Hillview and Curtin's United for a place in the final. That's how we end sports this evening. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
On Tuesday, April 28th, you can help realize your dreams with a lotto jackpot of $65,000. Your dream vacation, a university degree, that new ride, your new house can all suddenly be within your reach. What a little lotto can do. It's a lotto jackpot of $65,000 this Tuesday, April 28th. You have to be in it to win it.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices, then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnisvale. Call 453-9000.
Welcome back. Now for a second look at the headlines. OECS foreign ministers meet in SVG amid global uncertainty. Trinidad and Tobago's bid for UN Security Council a seat on track. King Charles and Queen Camilla head to Washington amid strained UK-US ties. And in sports, Notleywood Predators Awesome FC secure weekend wins in SVGFF VSPL. And for a recap of the local weather forecast. Forecast: occasionally cloudy and breezy with scattered showers, becoming fair to partly cloudy. On behalf of all of us here at SVG-TV, thanks for viewing. I'm Triska Campbell, inviting you to visit our Facebook page for a recap of the news as well as daily headlines. Also check out SVG-TV's News in 15 weekdays at 12:45 p.m. Thanks for viewing. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
SVG's Heart and Soul. Magic 103.7, 91.5. Today's music, yesterday's hits.
24 karat magic in the